Alright, you ready? Back to the Ramrod 250 build. Today I'm going to work on the stabilizer. I'm not sure what the episode is. I get confused as the last one. You probably heard me ramble on about that, but I think we're on episode 4. I don't know. It's a rear stabilizer. Let me show you what I got. Alright, working on the stabilizer now. So what I saw here on the plans, read my notes again, talks about it right here. So, let's see here, show you real quick. I'm going to work on I have to cut some ribs here, it said in the instructions. So I'm going to follow this template right here and laser cut that. I won't film all that kind of stuff, but just a side note here, I'll just show you right here. The stabs are, the spars for the stab, sorry, 1/16 sheet. So if you see right here, there is a little extra support. So that tells me the gap here is going to be 1/8 because I got two 16-inch pieces going through there. So I'll make those 1/8, and I just need 2 of them. They're right here. And everything else is just hand cut stuff. Nothing has to be laser cut for the rear stabilizer. I'll just cut some gussets right here out of scrap. And that's kind of what it's going to look like. The only thing I will cut out is the rudder. Yeah, so that's it. I'll work on that, but I think I'm gonna do this today. Get going on this. This looks pretty involved. So that's where I'm at. So again, Ramrod 250 build, and we're gonna continue on with the rear stabilizer. All right, I got everything drawn up. Let me show you what I got. They're the parts on LightBurn. So I have the rudder, dorsal fin they're calling it, the 2 ribs for the stabilizer, and the little plywood key. So obviously the 2 ribs are right there. Rudder, they're calling this little section right here dorsal fin, I think that's what they're calling it, and the plywood key that will I believe it locates the whole rear stabilizer assembly when it kicks up. So this will pivot, I believe, right on that, and for your dethermalizer. But yeah, we'll get to that later. I'm not sure how I'm doing that, but I'll figure it out. So anyway, I'm going to cut these parts out and I'll get back to you. There we go, we're cutting. Excellent, look at that. Hardly any burn through the back. There we are. So there we go, right there. Alright, keep going. Okay, cutting the plywood key. Isn't that cool? Alright, that's this piece. Okay, keep going. Alright, I'm going to step in real quick. I made a mistake. When I put this down, I was looking at this, and I'm setting it down and showing you I made it, but look what I forgot to do. I forgot to add all this part here. So, yeah, that's on me. Alright. I'm glad I'm showing you, so I'm going to fix that part and I'll recut it. Alright, redrew it right there. and give it a start. See? Hopefully this is better. Sorry about that. That looks better, yeah? Oh, much better. Alright, that's it. So I will eliminate that little one and continue on. So glad I caught it. Okay, dorsal fin time. Hit the start button. Alright, rudder. Okay, time to cut the rudder out. Now this one, I did put tabs on it. I'll show you. So, oh, I broke one of them, but yeah, so I added little tabs in the program, just 4 of them, to make it easier to cut out. But here, we'll cut this out real quick. Kind of hard to do it with one hand. There. I already got that one. There's one right down here. Not cool. There it is. Look at that. No burns on the back. I'll go right there. Right there. Parts are done. Alright, time to break this down and then I'll get set up to start building. Okay, I stopped the time lapse and let me show you where I'm at right now. Alright, so let's see. You saw me do all this kind of stuff. Notched the trailing edge, and I'll show you. I did it with I had a scrap piece of 1/8 inch thick hardwood. So you see that? I just cut a little piece of sandpaper on there. So that's how I got that done. That is all done. So this is where I left off. Got that done. Just fitting the ribs in there. So I'll get that fitted in, and I made just a little divider here because I have to keep a space open for the rudder to slip through, which is right over here. I'll get it out of there. Alright, so I got that. So this will go right in here. In there. So I gotta leave room between the two ribs. Oops, don't mean to throw that. So when I set these ribs up, so that's what I was working on right now. There's the other rib. So I'll get those set in place. Leave a gap. I got some scrap wood. I'll leave a gap in there. And then I'm up to cutting the spars right here. So I already have them pre-cut. So now I have to taper them and then cut them to fit. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'll throw the time lapse back on and get going on that. I'm trying to think if there's any pointers here. That's just like the wing. The strips are a little thicker on the bottom, but after you notch your trailing edge, get it all pinned up and put your bottom runners in. I'll call them runners. They're just the 1/16 by right there by 1/8. Just get those in, and then remember that little sneaky 16th inch square piece that holds up the other part of the runner. That'll kind of go up there, and it goes on top of the spar. So that's it. All right, I'll get back to you when I'm going. All right, making progress on the stabilizer. Let me show you where I'm at. So the spars are done. They are all cut. I tapered them all down. Not too bad. Just take your time doing that. The little gussets or reinforcements are in. Let's see. These are just little spacers I put in there, little scrap pieces of sheeting, 1/16. And then the rudder slips in. I think in the last clip I had the rudder going the wrong way. I think I put it in like that, but it actually goes like this. So that will slip in there, right there. So I got that. So the next thing I got to do, which I read, you read the instructions. You have to shim up. Should I come back over here? I have to unpin. So after I get the spars in and the bottom, what do we call these? Runners. I got to unpin the leading edge. Okay, and then I have to put in a 1/32 shim. So I just cut a little piece off of the sheet of balsa wood, and so unpin the leading edge, put this little shim in here, grab it right there, put that shim under there, and then repin it. So it's going to raise that leading edge before you put the top caps on there. That's what it said. So, and it said to make sure that the front spar is securely pinned down. So I'll just do like a pin with a cross section over it. That's it. So that's where I'm at right here. I'll get that shimmed up and then finish out this build. So that's it. I just want to give you an update on that. No issues that I saw or I could tell you about. Yeah, pretty straightforward. So, all right, continue on. All right, stabilizer's done. Let me show you how it looks. Okay, I'm gonna go around to the other side here and show you in the front. I can explain a little bit better here. So I put the shim in, you can see right here, 1/32 inch shim. So you saw me unpin it, Then I put that back down. Oh, before I unpinned it, see how I do the cross? It said to really secure the front spar. Pin it down to the board, so I did that all the way across, and you can kind of see I just make an X. I'm not going through, I'm just making an X with the pins. So it did that. Unpinned the leading edge, slid this little 1/32 inch shim, you can see it right there, then repinned it right there, and put all the caps on there. Now if you see, some of them cracked right here, so I don't know, I'll sand that out. I'll put a little glue on it and sand it out. Some are good. Only a couple of them did that. Right there. I thought there was another. Yeah, right. Yeah, these two. But I'm not going to change it. Maybe wet the wood, but I don't know. Didn't say anything about that, so I have no idea why some did and some didn't. But that's it. So the stabilizer is done. I'm just going to let that set. Unpin it. Add some glue to any joints that I might have left a gap in, which if you can see, like that one right there. I'll do a little sawdust in there, fill that gap. But other than that, that's it. So all I got left to do is sand out the leading edge and the trailing edge, and rear stabilizer is done. So all right, I'm gonna stop right here and get ready to start filling the gaps and sanding. All right, stabilizer is unpinned and ready to go. Actually ready to sand. Let me just point out what I did real quick here. Don't forget, you have to add the gussets at the end, on the end of each rib, right here and right here. So you're going to do that when it's still pinned down. Okay, so that's no big deal. This one I had to add a little, I don't know if you can see that right in there, a little piece of scrap wood, just the way it came out. Maybe I didn't design it right, but no big deal, right? Little scrap piece of wood. And that's it. But check this out. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna stand back, but by adding that spacer in the front, that little bit of shim, see how it rocks? So when this is mounted down, it actually creates a little bit of up elevator. See, as that's down, a little bit of up elevator. So very important. So make sure when you're building it that you do add that shim, like they talk about. So ready to go here. So I'm gonna put this up here, start sanding, and then I'm going to do the same trick. You can see I'm going to tape this music wire, remember, 0.078, just like I did on the wing, and tape that down here for a guide, and that's it. So I think I'm going to start with the leading edge first, because that's kind of annoying. I don't want to say a pain, but it's a little harder, and then finish off with the trailing edge. So I'm going to time lapse that, and then I'll get back to you. All right, it's all sanded up. Let me show you. Leading edge is all done. Trailing edge is all done. It's looking good. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that works out great. So remember to remember that little trick. So music wire, tape it on. You saw me do that in the time lapse, and that's a great guide. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Oh, let me show you before I go. Come over here and grab the rudder. You can see that will just slide right in there. And look at the fit. It's perfect. So that slides in there. Right here, dorsal fin. That'll slide in there. Come back over here. Oh, these are the little gussets. They're in the PDF plans too that I have. They actually worked. I was going to use scrap, but I went through and laser cut those, and that worked great. So the top ones are for obviously the top of the wing, and the bottom ones here are for the bottom gusset. So, and then here the little plywood key. Oop, done. And that'll slide all the way through into the fuselage if you look on the plan. But there it is. Pretty cool looking. There it is. So rear stabilizer is done. What else? Yeah, that's it. So the next episode will be the fuselage, and then I'll start laser cutting all that. So let me swing back over, and yeah, man, thanks for watching. Pretty cool, huh? And I know these are long, a lot of time lapse, but it's really cool. So I enjoy it. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you like what I'm doing. I'm Bill Riccio, and I'll see you in the next one.